All right, y'all, I found a dandelion plant. This is a weed you find pretty often. Did you know that the flowers, the leaves, and the root is edible? So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna pick that flower off and we're gonna save it. The flowers are edible and we're gonna batter and fry it later. Then, after you take your pruners, then you wanna have one of these spades where you can actually dig out the whole root of the plant. Come underneath it, just dig it out. So we pulled up the whole plant. The leaves are edible. You actually want to get a younger plant that hasn't flowered yet for less bitter leaves, but these can be used in salads or sauteed, and the root can actually be boiled and used for different uses. Now make sure when you're foraging that you forage in an area that doesn't use pesticides or herbicides, so these plants are safe to eat. We're gonna make fried dandelions. Any flowers that have the little bracts, the little things right here coming down, you just want to peel those off because it can make the dandelions taste bitter when we fry them.
Let your dandelions soak in some salted water for about 10 minutes to get rid of any insects.
So we're going to make ourselves a nice little batter to fry them in. Going to need 1 egg. Going to whisk that up. And add you some of that Southern Boys low sodium seasoning for some good flavor. Gonna add 1 cup of milk. Add about a ½ cup of flour, maybe a little bit more. We're gonna put our dandelions in the batter. Just kind of want to roll them around. And then just dump off that excess batter.
Now it's time to fry those dandelions. You place them face down into your hot grease, and we used olive oil to cook them, and they only take a few minutes, y'all, before they burn. So flip them once, and then once they get a nice golden brown color, you want to take them out pretty quickly because they do fry fast. Ta-da! Crispy fried dandelion.
All right, y'all, we've got our fried little dandelions. Like, look at that. It's just like a little flower you fried, and they're like little poppable snacks. Pretty good. So the dandelion itself doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's just it's gonna be whatever you put in the batter that's gonna give it that flavor. It's really like poppable chips. This is really cool.
So I have my beautiful wild dandelion greens that I picked. And on the other side, I have some Swiss chard that I picked from my raised bed garden. And we're just going to do a simple stir fry with them. And we're just going to saute them down in some olive oil. We're going to add Swiss chard and dandelions to it. And then we're going to add a few scoops of minced garlic. And just saute it down until it's wilted and ready to eat.
All right, y'all, we've got our stir-fried dandelion greens. The dandelion greens are very wilted, but that's how they look. And then we have some Swiss chard that I added, a little bit of that. That's good. Straight from the gardens, the wild garden and my raised bed garden. Dandelions and Swiss chard, y'all. We've got some freshly picked dandelion greens. And it looks almost like arugula, I would say. And you want to try to pick the younger leaves. They're a little less bitter, but it is going to have a bitter flavor. And you can add this to a salad mix, or you can make this your own salad. And again, I tried to pick the younger leaves where the plant hadn't flowered yet. So we are going to add some olive oil. And you're going to get in there with your hands. Just get in there and toss it around. You want to add olive oil to it, and we're just going to give it some basic salt and pepper mix. We're going to give it a little bit of salt. I don't like too much salt. And then we're just going to mix it together with our hands, because that's just me. Wild dandelion greens. They taste wild. They have a slight bitterness to them, but I like
fresh greens, and this is as fresh as it gets. You know, 1 cup of dandelion greens contains almost twice the amount of iron in a cup of spinach. So you can get in your greens for free right here.